Hey guys, how you doing? I have a few plants that I want to repot today. I pretty much have all of my plants, house plants done, but I want to repot my bird nest fern, and then I have a couple of orchids that I want to repot. I'm going to be using something new today. Um, I got some all natural wood charcoal. It looks like this. This is what I am going to be using in my orchid stuff when I repot, but I'm also going to be using some of the wood charcoal in my pot that I'm going to be putting my bird nest fern in. This is the pot I'm going to bump it up to for the summer. I'm going to be putting the wood charcoal on the bottom of this plant. So first thing I'm going to do is I have my trash can right here beside me. I'm going to unpot this and take off some of the dirt. This plant has grown like crazy for me. I'm not going to untake all the dirt off. These root systems are not really much to speak of, so okay. That is all the dirt that I'm going to take off. And I have my dirt, soil, whatever, in my pot. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of the bigger pieces of the charcoal and here, before my hands get all dirty, I'll show you what wood charcoal I'm using. That's it. Lump charcoal, all natural. You see it? Nah, you ain't gonna be able to see in there. So I am going to get this set back up here. I already got dirt all over my phone. So what I'm gonna do is, there's a nice flat piece. I'm gonna set that, let me move my plant. I'm gonna set that on the bottom of my pot like that. Now this is just an experiment. I have never done this before. I've never used the wood charcoal at all. I'm gonna kill a couple of these longer pieces. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put a bit of soil down here in my pot. And then I'm gonna set it, we need more. I might have to go get some more soil. Set her about like that. Then I'm going to put these little tiny pieces, I am just going to squeeze them in over here at the side. And then put in my soil around the rest of it. I think I'll have to get, there we go, have to go get some more soil and finish topping this off, but I'll do that later. I don't want to keep stopping my camera, but there she is all in her bigger pot. And then once I get all her soil in, I'll water her in really well. Now, see my little cup, my little scooper cup I made for my soil? It was just a big, long cup, and I cut it, and it scoops right into your bucket or your bag that you're using. I like it. It's worked good for me in the house. Okay, now, this orchid, this is my Zygo orchid. She just grew this new bulb. That's all new. And this one. And you can see her roots on the top there, but she needs to be repotted. She has root galore. So I am going to pull her out. Take a look at her roots. Oh, I got marbles in here. I'll have to separate those. There's another new start right there. Let's see, where is my... Oh wow, yeah, she definitely needed to go up to a bigger pot. Her root system looks really nice. This plant has grown really well for me. She's got all kinds of new roots coming out. See all that? See all those new roots? Nice. Real nice. I can tell she definitely needed to be repotted because the bark is just smelling like it's starting to go bad. So all I'm gonna do is take off as much of this as I can because I don't want to break any roots. And then I'm going to cut off, oh, that one pulled right off. Give her a little bit of a clean up. Just get some of the dead sheathing off, and like this right here. That was just an old leaf. There's another new growth coming up right there, or, well, no, that shouldn't be a spike because this is all the new growth right here. The spike should be coming up through here somewhere. This is my Zygo dragon kitten. Really a beautiful, beautiful plant. She's got a really nice root system. Real nice. I'm just gently taking off the bark. She's got some sand in there with her. Looks like. See, now is a great time to be repotting your orchids because you're getting new growth, you got new roots popping out for the spring. And I don't have very many of my orchids in bark anymore. Most of everything that I grow, all my orchids that I grow are mostly in river rock. And I have some leca that I'm growing them in. And lava rock. Alright. I got off what I could. I'm going to go over to the sink and rinse this off a little bit and then dump this tray. Okay, I got her rinsed off a little bit. I'm gonna dump this. Oops, not with my scissors on it. Definitely was time for new media. And I'm going to be trying something a little bit different. I'm going to be using, set her down. I'm going to be using a mixture of the charcoal, the all-natural wood charcoal, and bark. It's just the Better Grow bark mixture, and it has the perlite, a little bit of charcoal in it, and the fir bark. But I'm going to mix it up. This is the pot, the new pot that I'm putting her in. She was in this old orchid pot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some bigger pieces of charcoal down at the bottom of this pot. Getting it out of my bag. So I'm just going to line my pot bottom with the charcoal, and then I have some smaller pieces. I'm going to mix all of those in. Let me get some of these bigger pieces out. I used my hammer and I busted the bag. I put a rag over it, a thick rag, and busted up what I could, but of course there's still a lot of big chunks, but oh, that was easy to break. And it's messy, but I don't care. Hey, that's easier to break than I thought it was gonna be. I've been real excited to use this. I have some other orchids that I have growing in my cattleyas that I have growing in wooden baskets, and when I get my bigger wooden baskets to put them in, I'm going to be using all charcoal. Okay. Now I'm just going to kind of mix this up a little bit. And I'm also going to put in, I'm going to break some more of this up. I'm also going to put in just a little bit of spag moss, just to help hold in a little bit of the moisture. Whew! That stuff is dry, it's blowing around everywhere. Okay, so I got my charcoal, the big pieces down at the bottom of my pot. And then I'm going to put in a handful, see where she's going to set. Hey, that's just about right. Okay, so this is the older bulb right here, but I am not going to take it off. I'll just have to be careful not to bury it. And then I'm going to set her right in the middle of the pot and start filling in. I don't have a whole lot of bark left. I'm hoping I can get my other plant I'm hoping I'll have enough to get my other plant taken care of, which I think I will. I think what I'm going to do is just put some of this bigger pieces of charcoal on top here. that. And I think that'll work. And then what I'll do is, I'm not going to do it on camera, but I will just have a bucket in my grow room with water in it, and I will just set her down in here and let her soak up her water. And then put her back up on the table until they get moved outside. Alright, great. 2 plants down. Now, I have, this is my Psyllium catante. She's the one that just got done blooming. She's got a new growth right here, if you can see it. Pretty new growth coming in right there. Ooh, I gotta put my tag back in my zygo, even though I know what she is, but okay, there's the tag for my catante. I am going to clean up some of this debris here. There's an old stem. Now this bulb here is an old bulb. You can see it. But I'm gonna leave it on because there's nothing wrong with this bulb. And this here bulb, I don't know yet until I take her out, which I'm gonna do that right now. I'm gonna empty this into my trash can I have sitting here. And this plant, I know for a fact, needs to be repotted. I was waiting and waiting for the flowering to get done. Okay. That is her root system. Not all that great. This here bulb is, I don't want to rip my plant apart. Get that off of there. That bulb is not needed anymore. She's got all kinds of new roots. There's another old piece of a bulb. Get rid of that. All that's going to do is rot and cause a mess. This one is staying. I'm just going to clean it up. It is still a really nice looking bulb and there's no need to take it off right now, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Get the rest of this out of here. But pretty much, I don't think I really have any more orchids besides my Cymbidium orchid. All of my other orchids really aren't planted in. Okay, I'm going to rinse my pot off and then rinse my plant. Okay, let me rinse this off. Okay, now I am going to do the same thing with this plant, I'm going to put some larger pieces of charcoal down at the bottom. Some big pieces like this. Put them down at the bottom of my pot. Get another one. God, I would die if I knocked that bag of charcoal all over my kitchen floor. Okay, now I'm gonna put some of my mix down in here. Set my plant over, and what I'm going to do with this one is, since this is the older bulb, I'm going to try to squish that up along the edge of the pot. Well, it don't matter, it's still in the middle. And then just fill in. I can see I'm probably not going to have enough bark, but I'll make it work. I'll fill in with the charcoal. That's what I got it for. Where need be. I still got some pretty big chunks in here. This I'm sitting in has done really well for me. I really like the way it grows. And oh, I think I am gonna have. I'm gonna have plenty. Okay, it looks pretty good. And I'm just going to lay a little bit of the bigger pieces of charcoal up in here. Break that. Oh. And hopefully this will really help keep the bark from going sour so fast. Excuse me. I have still been sick, y'all. Oh my god. This weather, my sinuses have been going nuts. Alright. Well, that looks pretty good. Got all the dead off of her. I'm going to finish cutting down her. This is her old spike. The last one. Get that cleaned up. That don't need to be on there. And there she goes. That looks pretty good. And she will be ready to start her spring and summer out. Alright guys, that is it for me with the repotting. I may have a couple of more. I don't think I do have any more orchids, because like I said, everything's in waka and lava and river rock. My cymbidium is planted in all dirt with a little bit of bark in it. And I just repotted her because I had to move her up to a bigger pot, but I didn't video it. But so now they will just sit and soak, and I'm real excited about this new growth. When I first got this plant, I'm going to clean her up a little bit. She had one of her bulbs rotting. I don't remember exactly where. It was over here, and I just cut it off, and I have not had any problems out of this orchid again since. So Just cleaning up some of the dead stuff. And alright guys, I will let you go. I will talk to you later, and everybody have a great weekend. It's going to be really nice here in Ohio. Today's about 60. The weekend's going to be about 60. I was out 2 days ago, got my back porch all cleaned up. Did some spring maintenance out in my yard, cleaning up and seeing what everything was popping up, and I am very, very excited that winter, hopefully here in Ohio, is finally over. So, alright, you guys have a great day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.